Hello guys, welcome back to another video. A little bit of a live this morning. I was sat there preparing my season preview video, which will be coming later today with a little bit of luck. When this news broke this morning that James McAtee has joined the Blades on loan in the Championship, which is a little bit gutting for me personally. I'm a big James McAtee fan, I'm a big youth advocate and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, excuse me, another one has bitten the loan dust. But it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It could be a very, very positive thing. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. The Salford Silver. I'm repping my silver t-shirt today. Silver in the Sega. Don't forget you can get these if you want to. The link in the Teespring bit. T-shirts and all that kind of stuff. But either way, we'll be talking about the Salford Silver today. And what I hope to see with him over Sheffield United. And what I think could potentially happen to his career as well. Also, as I said last night, are you a fan of FIFA? A lot of people are. Do you want a free copy of FIFA 23? A lot of people do. Do you want the latest Manchester City shirt of your choice? I presume it's the home, away, or the third kit. I'm sure you do. Well, in that case, you can enter OneFootball's big season prediction competition. All you got to do is click the link in the description below. One lucky winner will win a bundle of a jersey of their favourite team and, of course, a copy of FIFA 23. Literally dead simple. All you've got to do is click that link, fill in all the forms on the link below, and then essentially just predict these games, which are the first games of the season. It ends on Friday before the Arsenal game, so you've got to do it dead soon. It's honestly absolutely nothing, and you could win all that stuff. Who we got here? We got Palace versus Arsenal, Fulham versus Liverpool, Everton versus Chelsea, United, Brighton, of course, West Ham versus City. So if you want to win all those beautiful little things, and I would be entering that too if I didn't already have those things, and I wasn't already promoting this competition, do it right now. Click the link in the description and go enter OneFootball's fantastic season start prediction giveaway. It's really, really good, and it's absolutely free to enter as well. So what are you waiting for? Go test your football knowledge. You know you can do it. Do it right now because you're going to miss out otherwise, because the competition closes pretty soon. Right. So back to James McAtee. I am, where am I on this one? I'm relatively torn on this one. I personally think this is a slightly off idea for Manchester City to let McAtee leave personally. I said personally twice there. So I personally feel that he should have stayed, personally. I do really feel like he should have stayed because I've got a feeling Manchester City squad depth isn't quite as strong as we thought it would be. And I do honestly think he'd find himself on the bench an awful lot this season because inevitable injuries due to the fragmented season and so on. And I do think we could have done with having a youth player that we sort of trust on the bench because we might need him at some point. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if this is very much player driven. Now, I've met James before. James is a lovely lad, and if you're watching this, James, go and fucking smash it, lad. Genuinely, I really do wish him absolutely the best. And at the same time, I understood he was a little bit cynical towards maybe waiting around, sat on the bench and playing EDS football. Because to put it bluntly, he's far too good for that level. He is. He was probably the best, if not one of the very best young players at that level last season. Far too good to be sat playing for the 23s on a regular basis. I do think he could have got 15 to 20 games with a little bit of luck this season, but maybe that isn't enough for him. Maybe he actually wants to go and smash the kind of general perception that if you go out on loan, you don't come back. Maybe he wants to go and prove that wrong. And why wouldn't he? Why can't he do that? Like, there's a general train of thought that players who go out on loan don't come back to Manchester City. But I would counter that by saying we'd not really had players as talented as James McAtee and highly thought as McAtee going out on loan before. We really genuinely haven't. I look at all the loan players, and honestly, McAtee is one of the most exciting players that I've seen at Manchester City's academy level. He's better than pretty much anyone I can think out that's gone on loan before. So he definitely has the ability to buck that trend. And I think the only thing he's lacking really is a little bit of senior experience. Because when he's come onto the pitch every now and then, he's looked very much like a talented young player trying too hard to make an impression. And I can't ever blame anyone for that, because obviously you're desperate to. You want to impress the best manager in the world. You want to make an impact as an attacker, because attackers are essentially judged by their creating chances, goal scoring, all that kind of stuff. So I understand that. So I get why he'd probably want to go and get some first team experience. I mean, to me, it's a really, really exciting signing for Sheffield United. They must be absolutely buzzing. They've got themselves a really, really quality footballer there. The kind of footballer that I've got like pretty much zero doubt will go on and do really good things. Like, honestly, He's got wonderful talent. I'll jump over to the actual article and all that kind of stuff. 1 second. Let me go over to the tweets from Sheffield United just to show you what they've been saying. That's the manager, Paul Heckingbottom, talking about him. Obviously, I can't really watch that. But there's the picture. JMC28. Go on, lad. And I look, he looks buzzing here. So I know it sounds really odd, but I'm very happy for him. Very lovely gentleman. This young baller is a bladesman. He is indeed, said Sheffield United. And then, of course, there he is signing alongside their manager, Heckingbottom. I'll jump over to the quotes as well. He said, I've been building up to it. I'm ready to go on loan. I'm ready to play for such an amazing team. And go on, James, man. Go on, James. It's a big, big signing for them. I'll read over what it says on their website. Let me just quickly resize that so you can fit it into the screen. It said the Blades have managed to attract one of the hottest prospects in English football. Man City's James McAtee is today signed on a season-long loan, joining teammate Tommy Doyle at Bramall Lane, which is huge as well. Tommy's there as well, which is obviously something that I'm very excited about. McAtee is tipped for an exciting future in the game, and he believed that he attracted interest from the Premier League and a number of international teams ahead of meeting Paul Heckingbottom last week. Upon signing, McAtee commented, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I've been building up to a loan for years now, and I think I'm ready. Paul is a lovely guy to meet. He followed me around and made me feel welcome. He's telling me about how he sees me playing, and that's how I see it too. The way Sheffield United plays suits me, and hopefully I can help with the creative options. City are obviously happy with the club. They want me to get some game time experience. This is what City put as well on their website. Oops, sorry, OneFootball's integration there, moving it in the top corner. They put the 19-year-old will spend the remainder of the 2023 campaign. The remainder? It's not started yet, has it? Oh yeah, I guess they played the game already with Paul Heckingbottom's championship outfit in what is the first loan move of his fledgling career. McAtee's the second City youngster to make the switch to the Blades, following the footsteps of Tommy Doyle, who completed a temporary move to Bramall Lane last month. I mean, it's exciting stuff. Like, Sheffield United obviously are a huge club. They are genuinely a huge club. They didn't start the season very well, unfortunately. They lost their opening game. I'm just looking over here now at the stats and so on. So they probably could do with a bit of creativity. Was Tommy involved? I didn't even check. Tommy was not involved. Oh, he's injured at the moment, Tommy Doyle. So he'll be looking to get back. But Sanderberg, good player. But Sander, mate, you're going to have a man breathing down your neck there. And it's going to be our very own James McAtee. So let's see how this goes. Look, he's quality. Got an awful lot of talent. I'll have to see how this goes. No spamming in the chat, please. But for this, Gladius said, say, what would you compare his style of play to? Look, it's this. It's Silva. It's a mixture of David Silva, a little bit King Clancy from years ago, genuinely. He's got a little bit of a dribbling quality. He's more of a tight footwork dribbler. He's a little bit of David Silva to his game. There's a little bit of Gundogan to his game. He's a finisher. He's just a really intelligent player. And honestly, what I want from him. I want him to go there. I want him to play loads of football and essentially just prove that he can compete at a challenging level. Look, I don't think you have to prove you can play for Manchester City. I think you have to prove that you can play against men and commit yourself at a very high level. Because we already know he's got the ability to play for Manchester City. We do. Ability and suitability are different things entirely. Like, we know he's got the talent. Technically, he's excellent, but can he do that at a competitive league level? That's what we need to find out. Can he do that against people bigger, stronger, faster, and more experienced than him? That's what we have to find out. Because ability is not everything. It's not everything. Because if it is, it wouldn't explain why so many young, talented footballers are better than their rivals at academy level disappear. We need to test him here. And I really, really genuinely do hope that he goes there, gets an awful lot of game time. Because once again, there is space coming for him. There is space for him, potentially. Gundogan's getting on a little bit. KDB's getting on a little bit. Bernardo might try and push for a move next season if he's not going to go this year, for crying out loud. Which I don't think he will, by the way. A slight aside there with Bernardo. I think he will hang around, thankfully. But we are going to need midfielders. And absolutely, McAtee has been trained and honed for years now to be that potential false 8 that we play, or number 10. So I really, really do think this could be a very good move for him. I really want to see City follow that slightly Chelsea route of giving their most talented young players loans, but then actually potentially giving them a pathway back to the first team if they are good enough. Look at the likes of, Mason Mount. Look at the likes of Reece James and so on. Conor Gallagher's the latest who's been in the squad. I really want to see that happen. Because I think that's all we need to do now. And I think McAtee and Tommy Doyle, actually. Tommy Doyle is better than we realise. I really do believe that. He smashed it on loan last season. I mean, if we see these players get the game time that we need, then who's to say how good they could become? Look, for me, realistically, if McAtee plays 30-odd games and he scores a few goals and whatever and starts to do it, then I would absolutely be delighted. Like, you never know what the future's going to hold. And I do think it's fair to go, oh, you know, they're never going to come back if they go on loan. But I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it is anymore. And I think Manchester City are aware that each player will take different circumstances. And I think the days these days of... The problem is we've improved young players so much now that they're too good to sit around. It used to be that, you know, we'd keep them around the first team, but we've got too many good young players and we can't just keep them all around because they won't get the game time. So we've essentially got a bit of a bottleneck here. And when everything crams in, something's got to give. And these players are going out on loan. And for me, like, the most talented young players we've got were Liam Delap. I reckon he'll go out on loan too. It was Romeo Lavia, and he's gone to Southampton. It was James McAtee. Now, of course, he's gone to Sheffield United on loan. And I think it's Cole Palmer, and he's around the first team. So if Cole Palmer wasn't there, McAtee would be getting those minutes. It's just as simple as that. But Cole Palmer is there, and Cole Palmer is a little bit ahead of him right now. So we have to respect that. We have to appreciate it. And I do honestly feel like he has that ability to buck the trend. And this could be interesting because if he does buck that trend, if he does show that he has the quality to come back and get in the first team potentially, then that is absolutely huge for the EDS. It's huge for the academy players, and it's huge for the future of the loans in this for this club, because we have to at some point change that. We can't just simply see, you know, loaning players out as a way to move them on and make a little bit of money. It can't be that simple. It has to be crucial for their development as well, and I do think it will be actually. I'm really, really hopeful that McAtee has a great loan. You know, obviously a young man lad. I think he might have been a United fan as a kid. I don't know. And maybe he's a City. All I know is he's been at Man City since he was about 8. So he's absolutely a blue. He absolutely cares about his club. And he absolutely is a lovely lad as well. I've met him before, chatted to him. Dead friendly, dead bright young lad. So I absolutely, hopefully, I hope he goes well, because you want these lads who've been at the club for all their life here because they care. They care in a way that, with all due respect, you know, a 60 million signing never could do, because why would they? You know, I'm sure they come to care about the club, but they can't come to care about it in the way that McAtee would, or Foden would, or Cole Palmer would, because that is their lives. It's their second family, literally. So for me, this is a chance for us to see how this goes. Guys, get the likes up, by the way, if you don't mind. Please do hit the like button, and let's get the subscribers up. I need, how many more? Quick math. I need 64 more subscribers to get to 63,000. We can do it. So this is interesting for me. I mean, obviously as well, there's Wilson Esbrand. He's another one that could make it at Manchester City. We've got a whole bunch of talented young players, and at some point we are going to have to take a little bit of a plunge and see how it goes. And I do actually weirdly think this could have been that season where McAtee got a load of games. But it's a big if. It's a big if, and I totally appreciate that. He might not want to hang around here, and he might not have the patience or the time to see how these things unfold. I get that, and maybe actually this is the best way for them to be. I mean, Sheffield United, where did they finish last season? Let's have a look at the Championship table last season. I'm going to have a look here now. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. They finished last season 5th. Okay, so this is a team absolutely chasing promotion. They've got the quality, they've got the experience, you know. They've got the players, so he's going to be chasing promotion basically. And like, to me, that's important. That I want him to play at a high level. I want him to play for a team that is going for promotion, mainly because there's a bit of security in that. Like, I don't really like it when they go for teams fighting relegation, because what usually happens if things aren't going very well, managers sack off young players and they start playing the ones that they trust, the experienced ones. So for me, this is the right end of the table. You should be playing, you know what, in the way that Mason Mount was, you know, he should be playing for one of the better teams in the Championship, because Mason Mount went to Vitesse, but they went to Derby County, who were fighting for promotion as well. And that's the exact kind of level he should be at, personally. So I'm all right with this, and I'm excited for him. Like, it's a really big chance for for James McAtee. Mason Mount was on my head to go and show the world how good he is, and hopefully break through to the first team. But guys, this is a very quick video because I am making my season preview today, so I'm going to be doing loads more videos today. So fingers crossed. You're looking forward to it. And fingers crossed, McAtee does really well. Once again, I'm not just pushing this for the sake of it, only because it's a really good competition. Go and do it, man. Enter that competition. If you want to win a copy of FIFA 23 and a City shirt of your choice, for the new season, do this right now. predict those results. Click the link in the description and you could win that. You'll be entered into the competition. It's absolutely brilliant. For now though, guys, thanks for watching this. I'm going to crack on editing my season preview. That'll be up in a few hours time. Thanks for watching. You're all absolutely awesome. I'll catch you very soon for another video. And if you want to know what's going on by the Borna Souza, Sergio Gomez, go and watch last night's video as well, where I talked about that in a lot more detail. Cheers guys, in a bit. Season's in 2 days. Mental.